What is up, everyone? My hair. What is up, everyone? Welcome to another video. Okay, let me just tidy up my hair. This is the thing with short hair. If it's your first time, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, how's it? What kind? I feel like I haven't said that in a while because there's only been like vlogs. What else did I do that didn't have that in? Before I get into today's video, I just want to give a shout out to these two people on the screen. A quick shout out. Thank you so much for being the first two people to comment in my previous video. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm singing. It's either I want to be a rapper or a singer today. I don't know. In today's video, I am going to be talking about the things I hate about au pairing. Yes, you guys heard me right. I'm always like au pair, always telling people to try it out. But today I'm going to talk about stuff that I hate. Even though it's a great experience, there are things that I really hate. Or not even just hate, I just strongly dislike, or little clashes. Let's put it that way. I don't want you guys thinking I'm super unhappy. No, let's put it as strong, I don't know, strong dislikes. I don't even know how to word it. Like, I always just say things I hate, but you guys get what I'm saying. So I have a list of stuff on my phone. Yes, on my phone. And so I'm gonna read. Oh, what's happening here? Ooh. I'm gonna go through the list and explain why I don't like these. The first one is the cost of living in this area. Now everyone's like, you can't control that. Why am I so like, I feel like it's like so high. I feel very low. Hold on, let me just adjust this camera.
A few moments later.
I still feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm too zoomed in. I feel like it's like too much. That is better. That is way better. Okay. So my first thing is the cost of living in my area. The cost of living in my area is so expensive. And I found this in every area I lived in when I au paired, because reason number one, if you are an au pair and you're with a host family, chances are you're living in a nicer area where the taxes are high in that state, or like stuff is just generally expensive because the people who live in those areas can afford to live in those areas. Now you coming with your peanuts, your au pair money, trying to buy stuff in the area, it's gonna be like, this is so hard. So you have to, even though you still buy in that area, there's places you would find, like you have to shop online, or there's ways to get around it. Don't be disappointed by it. There are ways to get around it. But that's one thing, is I know every time I look at something here, I'm like, oh my gosh, why is it so expensive? I look online, or I go out of my little area and I'm like, oh, okay, this is the price. And areas, especially where there's host families or au pairs, it's pretty pricey to buy certain things. So my second, not pet peeve, or just something that annoys me, or I don't even want to say hate, I don't know what to use it, but sometimes working and living in the same place can be hard and just mentally challenging. And I know all of you have been in the pandemic right now and you guys are like, oh, that's easy, you work in your pajamas the whole day, whatever. No, not really, because as an au pair you have to like come downstairs or go upstairs depending on where your room is. You have to be ready to either take the kids to school, you have to like pack lunch, you have to pack snacks, you have to, you know, there's a lot of things you have to do. And so when you at work, like a typical 9-to-5 job, when you have a bad day at work, there's like a mental switch when you leave work's office and you come home. And so when you work and live in the same place, even though there's like a mental switch when the parents come home, it's not as dramatic as if you were in an office. So like, yeah, when the parents come on and I've had a long day, I come upstairs to my room, but it's still, because I have to go downstairs and eat, or even if I had a kitchen in my room, it's still, I don't know how to explain it, it's still like, not work, but it's still not like your brain, there's not enough time for you from work to home for you to make that switch. I don't know, there's something about being in the office or wherever you work, getting in a car, getting in a taxi, getting in an Uber and driving. That drive or that walk prepares your brain to be like, oh, now I'm done with work. But yeah, it's like I don't know how to say it, but sometimes it can get to you because it just feels like you still in the same place. It sometimes still feels like I'm at work. So I literally have to, like, if I want to edit a video or I want to do something else to get out of that like work mode zone vibe, I literally go out the house. I'll go edit a video at Starbucks, I'll go to a park, I'll go to walk, I'll go get dinner, you know, certain things to make me feel like because sometimes my brain still feels like work mode, and I'll find myself like, if I go downstairs and my host kid's doing something and I'm like, what are you doing, you know, even though on a normal day I'll still like direct him, or like tell him you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that. It still feels like, I don't know, it just like my brain, I don't know if I'm the only one, I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say, but it just feels like there's no separation. My next one, number 3. Oh, I lost my notes. Yeah, number 3 is one of my pet peeves. Like, this annoys me, and I've experienced it in previous host families, where either host family friends or just people in general in the community, they look down on you because you're an au pair, or like they say you're like a nanny. I don't know, I feel like people look down at the job sometimes, or they're just like, and I've heard stories of au pairs, or where people have been like, the minute they find out you're au pair, they're like, nah fam, you know, like they're all about status and who they hang out with. And so that's like, that's one thing that always irritates me, is that like when people look down on you because you're an au pair or because of your type of job, it can be really irritating. My next thing, number 4, is, yo guys, prepare for this, because me, this girl, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm great with kids, I love kids, whatever, but kids in South Africa are different to kids in America. Prepare to argue with kids 24/7. Like, kids here are taught freedom of speech, and there's a whole cultural clash. The way you were raised in your country and the way kids were raised in this country are 2 different things, you know. So the kids here are taught like freedom of speech, which we taught freedom of speech back home in South Africa. But the difference is, like, back home, sometimes even when an adult is wrong, you taught to just be quiet, you don't backchat at that moment, you don't question, you just, the adults are speaking. Whereas here, that's not the case. Like, if you're saying something and it's off to your face, the kid's gonna tell you, which a part of me likes it, but at the same time, there's so many times where we in dangerous situations or certain situations, especially with like the one host family where the kid, like him and his sister were just interesting kids, and I would just need them to listen because of the situation, and I would be like, get in the car, and it's like, but why? I don't want, and it's more like, listen, it's for your safety, I just need you to listen to me and do it, kind of stuff. So yeah, prepare to argue with kids, because it's like, yo guys, sometimes I'll be like, why am I even having this argument? Like, I am the adult here, just listen. That's it. I'm not asking you to do anything else. I know why I'm saying, do what I'm saying, but that is frustrating. And then the last thing, I think I got through everything. Yeah, number 5. So number 5, you're gonna experience this when you go home. It is actually, like, it's the most annoying thing, and I experienced this at the end of, guys, I'm thirsty, hold on, I'm like trying to not drink water. Well, I'm trying to drink water in general, but my throat is dry. I didn't want to drink water on camera, but jeez, I'm thirsty. So this one, you'll experience it when you're going home. They always book the shittiest flights for you. Like, when you're coming here, you have a nice flight, you have a nice car waiting for you with the sign, orientation, it's amazing, you feel like you on honeymoon. Going home, it's like they're like, for sec, ham. Literally, it is like, the flights are, and that's one thing I always say, because like my agency is pretty good, but going home the first time, I was like, yes guys, the flights are terrible. Even now, like, I was, so in September I was meant to go home, but we have a 1-year extension, so I'm staying another year. But when I was looking at like just flight options, and even my friend was looking at flight options, I was like, geez, like they send you basically around the world to come back to South Africa. It's like, why don't you just send me directly? The layovers are ridiculous. Like my first year, I think I had to do a layover in Germany for like 6 hours. It was so annoying. So yeah, the flying home situation, and a lot of au pairs have said this, they book you, what is that? They book you the shittiest, guys, it's like, oh, it's just a mess. There's like dust, I needed to burp. But yeah, they book you the shittiest flights home. But those are my complaints. I'm sure I could think of more, but these are the 5 I can think of right now. If I think of more, I will put them in the comment section. If you are an au pair or an ex-au pair, what are the things you hate the most about being an au pair? Comment below. Let's help people who want to be au pairs. I don't want to sell this rosy lifestyle to you and then you come here and you're like, hey Bana, Angel told me Gucci is gonna be perfect, Kanti, this is it. No darling, every side has a pro and a con, and these are the cons. But comment in the section below, tell me if you're an au pair right now, what's the one thing you hate at the bottom. Let's help future au pairs out. And to everyone else that's watching my video, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am honestly so grateful. My channel is growing and I only can thank God and you guys, because you guys are making it happen. I hope you've subscribed. Do not forget to comment below, come say hi, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.